I mean, Mrs. Santander. I have not seen milady for the last hour.
Three dangerous ladies. The lovely Simone, sweet Jenny Santander, and the enigmatic Mrs. Amworth. All seeming so innocent, yet to know them.
Green sleeves, you're all my joy. Green sleeves, you're my delight. Want to live? Jump in. Mind the bottle. Chablis for the party. Hold tight.
Right.
Off we go.
All right, David. Well, this is my nephew, David Salter.
Hello, David. I'm Mrs. Amworth.
Hello.
How long are you staying?
Just a week or so.
Oh, good. We can do with someone your age to cheer us up. Far too many old men living here like your uncle.
Oh, thank you.
I'm only joking. You're in your prime, I know. Have you heard about our epidemic?
What epidemic? No, it's a virus of some sort. Nobody seems to know what it is.
Well, this heat wave doesn't help things either. It makes you feel so lifeless. Here we are, all changed. See you this evening, David.
Will you?
I'm giving a party 5 o'clock. Don't be late.
Well, I'm glad you invited me, Uncle. Am I doing this right?
Just keep them turning. That's the way. Make sure they're cooked all around. If only your bishop could see you now. David, be a darling and help with the drinks. The barman is awash with the vin ordinaire. Mr. Green, would you be kind and fetch the salad from the kitchen table? The dressing is on top of the fridge. Keep them turning, otherwise they'll burn. Come along, David. We must circulate.
The infection's still spreading. These so-called emergency measures seem to have no effect whatsoever.
Mr. Erkham, this is a party, not a post-mortem. David, give him another drink.
Have you given us all a new lease of life, Mrs. Amworth?
How sweet of you, Major.
It's true, I assure you. This place was half dead before you arrived.
Indeed. You've given us a new spirit.
How lovely.
She's been here. Who? Mrs. Amworth.
Oh, a couple of months, not more.
Where'd she come from?
I've no idea. She's British-born, I think. Much travelled. Well off. She's very amusing, very talkative. Malcolm doesn't like her. Not true. She's pleasant enough. Damn these gnats. David, be careful they don't bite you. Your uncle thinks they're the cause of this virus.
Yes, he told me.
Well, so does Dr. Ross. He thinks they might be. Well,
Don't you?
who knows?
Everything all right?
Thank you, yes. How much land have you got here?
About an acre, I think. And she does it all herself, you know. She works so hard.
Oh, I love it. There's nothing I enjoy more than grubbing about in the soil. Black hands, black nails, mud all over my shoes. No cremation for me. I want the good kind earth all around.
David, you haven't met Dr. Ross?
No.
My nephew, David.
Dr. Ross.
Doctor's a very busy man these days.
I gather it's something to do with these gnats.
Well, so I believe. They bite, you see. That's the trouble. One bite and the poison seems to spread.
It's serious.
Well, certainly more serious than I first thought. We've had to go to London for specialists.
Thank you.
You're not eating anything, Mrs. Amwood.
I'm not very hungry.
Well, how about some salad and some fruit?
No, I have the smallest appetite. Major, what's the trouble?
Bread.
Oh, isn't it on the table?
Well, I don't see any.
Dear, I must have left it in the kitchen.
Oh, I'll go, shall I?
Would you mind? It's the French bread on the sideboard.
Well, very kind of you, Miss Emma. Thank you.
What happened?
Something bit me.
You also cut your finger.
No, it's nothing much.
Put some antiseptic on it. There's a bottle in the bathroom.
All right.
There we are, Mr. Oakham. Thank you very much. Are you taking blood samples from everyone?
Everyone who's agreeable. We can't make it compulsory.
I wish to God we could. 2 more cases this morning. That makes 23 in all.
What's the trouble? Any idea?
Not yet, no.
Something's attacking the red pigment of the blood, the hemoglobin.
And it's the hemoglobin that carries oxygen to the brain. Without it, you're in real trouble.
You mean it's something like anemia?
Initially, yes. The early symptoms are the same. Lassitude, palpitations, depression, pallor. Anemia is usually treatable, though. Course of injections of B12 and the patient's as right as rain. This is different.
How?
It's hard to say.
For one thing, B12 has no effect. Will you excuse me?
No lasting effect. It's as if the hemoglobin in the body were being somehow, well, removed.
Being drained away.
If you like.
Strange, isn't it?
It is indeed.
No, I mean, it's strange. It's only here. Only in this one tiny village.
Welcome. Welcome.
Morning, Benson. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, but David's not too well.
Oh?
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to call off our golf this afternoon.
What's the matter with him?
Oh, too much wine last night, I think. He's still sleeping it off.
Benson! Hello, David.
Hello, Mrs. Amwood.
I brought you some flowers from my garden. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel so tired. I don't know why. I just can't keep my eyes open.
You'll soon be better.
Thank you.
Come over to my house this evening and play some cards. Do you know piquet?
No.
I'll teach you. Our game, I believe.
You're too good for us, Mrs. Amwood.
Nonsense, you're doing very well. Another rubber or piquet?
Oh, go on with bridge, I think.
I can see why you came here, Mrs. Amwood.
Can you?
It's so peaceful and relaxing.
Well, more than that, I belong here. At least my family does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, ancestors rather than family. They all died here centuries ago.
What is their name?
Chaston.
Chaston.
Yes, a fine old Wiltshire family.
How interesting.
It's very.
How's your hangover, David?
Fine. I just wish I didn't feel so tired.
You should have seen Dr. Ross. He's got enough to do, poor man, more than enough.
Indeed he has.
By the way, did you go for your blood test this morning?
No, I'm far too much of a coward. I can't bear all those needles.
I think you should, Mrs. Hammond. It's important, you know, that we find out the cause of this infection.
I wonder if it is the gnats.
Well, what else?
Ah, yes.
What else?
Cut?
Now, look, Erkin, we're none of us in the mood for any of your fanciful theories this evening.
Fanciful theories?
That's what your uncle calls them. He dabbles in the occult. Beware. A much misused word, I'm afraid. I prefer to regard it as an exploration of the furthermost frontiers of science.
I didn't know you were a scientist, Mr. Oakham.
And neither did I.
15 years teaching physiology at Oxford, and you ought to know better. You can't dismiss it as easily as that. Why not? I've seen it time and time again. Men who've spent their lives serving science are eventually brought face to face with the greatest questions of all. The unanswerable questions. Philosophical, theological, the supernatural, if you like. The occult. Call it what you will. The misty and perilous places of human experience.
Yes, but what's all that got to do with us?
Why don't you answer that tomorrow, Mr. Erkham? David's looking very tired.
Quite right. Come on, David. Time to get you home to bed.
Ah, the evening air is so lovely. I might take a little stroll before I turn in.
Be careful of the gnats.
Oh, they don't bother me. I'm not sweet enough.
Good night, Mrs. Amwood. Thank you, Mrs. Amwood.
Good night.
Well, David, how are you this morning? David, what are you? What's the matter?
I just don't know.
You're so pale. I'd better fetch Dr. Ross.
No, I'm all right. I'm just a bit... Just a bit...
Are you sure nothing was stolen?
Quite sure, yes.
No drugs or anything?
Nope.
What were these used for?
Blood samples.
That's the only thing that's missing. The blood.
What do you mean?
These test tubes were full of blood samples. Now, whoever broke in here last night emptied the lot.
Emptied the blood?
Every drop of it. When did you first notice that inflammation?
Well, this afternoon, I suppose, when I came back from the shops.
Had you been out long?
Oh, no, only about 35, 40 minutes.
Well, I'll come and see you tomorrow, David. Guess you try and get some sleep now. Have you told his parents yet?
No, I can't. They're in Spain touring. I don't know how to get hold of them. Are you sure there is nothing I can do?
No, not really. The B12 injection might help. Anyway, give me a ring if he seems worse.
There is one thing.
Well, what's that?
Keep all the doors and windows locked.
What?
The gnats, you know.
Benson? Benson?
Morning, Malcolm.
Morning. Look at this. I found something. How's David?
Oh, he's fine. What have you found?
I've been going through the old parish records. There's a mysterious plague here in the 1640s. Here, in this village. Only here. A strange disease of the blood. Witchcraft, they call it.
Witchcraft?
Everything was witchcraft in those days. A local girl was suspected. Tongues wagged. Nothing was ever proved. She died shortly afterwards. Her name was Elizabeth Chaston.
Hello. How's David this morning? I brought him some fruit. Is anything the matter? I don't understand.
Yet, O Lord God most holy, O Lord most mighty, O holy and most merciful Saviour, deliver us not into the bitter pains of eternal death. Thou knowest, Lord, the secrets of our hearts.
Good God, you're all right.
Merciful ears to our prayer, but spare us, Lord, most holy, O God most mighty, O holy and merciful Saviour, thou most worthy Judge eternal, servant of the resurrection to eternal life, to our Lord. Your chains are bound from us, and your mighty to his glorious name.
good night, Mr. Ephraim.
Good night, David. I'm glad to see you looking so much better.
It's taken long enough.
Hey, you have been very ill, you know.
The rest has done me good.
I've never felt better.
He's ill on Saturday.
So I hear. We're sorry to see you go, David.
I'll be sorry to leave, especially now those gnats have gone.
Yes, things are getting back to normal, thank God. Back to normal?
It's not the same without Mrs. Amworth, though.
No.
A remarkable woman. I'm very glad to have known her. Oh, good night, Mr. Ephraim.
Good night, David.
I'll see you before I go.
Yes, indeed. Bye.
You know, he still talks about her. And it's done nearly 2 months after all. I feel so guilty.
Why?
Well, I still wonder about her.
Well, time to say good night, I think. Been a most enjoyable evening.
Good night, David.
David?
In the name of God! I've seen her. I've seen her.
Mrs. Amworth, Elizabeth Chaston, whatever you choose. One thing is certain. A vampire haunts this village tonight, as it did 300 years ago. one blow through the heart with this, and she'll be at peace. You needn't look. Believe me.
Yes, who would have believed it? From a quiet village to a remote chateau, a different time, a different place, but the spirits remain the same. Familiar surroundings.
She's gone. I'm sorry.
Miss Smith, is there anyone else in the house?
Only your doctor friend, dear.
I see.
Perhaps it was the cat, Simone.
Thank you, Doctor.
Simone, surely you would like some of your mother's things.
Let's get out of here.
Perhaps at the funeral we could discuss.
I won't be at the funeral.
Well, then, someday next week when you're free.
Miss Smith, can't you get it through your head that I don't intend to see you or this house ever again?
Goodbye, dear.
You must be thinking I'm not a very nice person.
I'm thinking you were brought up in a very odd house. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything about your mother. It was just too late.
If she were conscious, she would never have allowed a medical person to be there.
What did you do when she was ill?
Miss Smith took care of her. She had her own type of medicine, herbs, garlic, chants. You wouldn't believe the strange things they used to do to me. They'd hold what you might call seances at night and wake me and force me to participate in them. I was just a child, very scared. Aunt Rosa came, my mother's sister, and she saw what was happening. And somehow, she got me out of there. Don't look up at her, seriously.
Have you a pain?
It comes and it goes. I think I'm just tired. Wired, tense. It's been a heavy day and trouble sleeping. I have a big session tomorrow, too.
I'll get you a muscle relaxer.
Thank you very much.
I need a new sun rising every morning, and I need a new moon rising every night. I need a new sun rising every morning, and I need a new moon rising at night. I was on the lake at twilight. I saw my skirts in the moonlight. I saw blood red bread.
What happened?
Didn't you hear that?
Hear what?
Oh, I'm sorry, Gerald. That's it for today.
Well, it says here you're a very healthy girl. I'm going to pass you on to a friend.
A shrink?
I can recommend David Priestley in the field of psychology.
Okay, doctor. Anybody who's good enough for you is fine by me.
No argument?
No.
He usually has lunch around this time, and his office is down the hall. Here's one.
Thanks.
What do you feel just before the pain hit you?
It comes suddenly, like a surprise.
Matter of fact, maybe even when you're feeling good.
Yes.
You think you deserve to feel good?
No thanks to the pickles, doctor. Yes to the feel good. I think I do.
You think you're being punished for it?
I don't think so. Do you think that I should be punished for it?
The very first time that you felt the pain in your back, can you remember what you were feeling then?
Relief. But I was leaving this house. The death house. That I never wanted to go back to. And a woman I don't want to see again.
Which woman? You mean your mother?
No, Miss Smith.
No, your mother died.
Yes,
And you hadn't seen her for 15 years.
that's right.
Now, you just told me that you didn't want to go to her funeral.
Yeah,
And that you told her best friend that you never wanted to see her again.
yes.
And all you feel is relief.
I think I see what you're getting at. My mother never loved me. I couldn't forgive her for it. And I could never love her in return. And maybe because of that guilt, I have the pain. Is that what you're trying to say, Doctor?
You sure you won't have that pickle?
No, thanks, Doctor.
Your personal therapy is working here.
Well, Doctor, you know that I'm a pragmatist. If it works, it's good.
I thought you were a psychologist.
Never on my off hours.
Doctor, I can't thank you enough for your recommendation. Thank you. I've never felt better.
She's terrific. You have to meet her, really.
David, I have a surprise for you.
You do?
Yes.
What is it?
Look at it.
Get her outside. Would you get that bench out of the way? That's thank you. Here, just put your other arm on that. Come on. Just put your other arm on that. That's the idea. Yeah, put your other arm around the back. Hey, how about your car? You get the car out in front. All right.
David, I can't.
Just hold it.
I won't come back.
It won't take long.
Oh, no. Doctor, please.
That's it.
David.
That should keep her out for a couple of hours.
He lied to you.
No.
Didn't he?
No.
He promised to take the hurt
Shut up.
away. Didn't he?
I think one thing is to realize that most people, or at least half the world, will agree with you. And, listen, Simone, would you mind coming back in about 5 minutes?
You dumb sucker. You snake. You lied to me. You leader of
yours with Joe's blood. I warned you.
I think she's headed for that house. How do I get there?
Have a nice tea, dear. And cinnamon cakes with almonds. I do know how you like them. A little milk and a tiny bit of sugar. Is that right, dear? You look lovely, dear. Really. Such a pleasant time of year, don't you find? Leaves turning and falling. Must the winter come so soon? There's a pleasant kind of chill in the air. The leaves are dead. Drink your tea. Now. And it gets darker and darker every night. Dark. You cold here? Chilly. Yes, like chilly. We'll light a fire later, We never really did lose contact with you. You do know that, don't you? Well, then, I think it's about time, don't you? Arek, Ebenai, Shalim. Arek, Ebenai, Shalim. Arek, Ebenai, Shalim. Arek, Ebenai, Shalim.
Sorry to drop by without phoning first, but there was no listing for this address.
We have no phone.
I'm looking for Simone Magloire. My name's David Priestley.
Oh, yes. A doctor.
Yes, that's right. I'm also a friend of yours.
Oh, yes. I'll tell her you're here. Please come in. Simone, dear, you have a friend here to see you. How are you, David?
Like the point is, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Why?
Well, you seemed a bit upset this morning.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I really was rude. May I get you some coffee?
No, thank you. Simone, why are you talking at me instead of to me?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you're treating me like a stranger, like there's nothing between us.
There isn't. I came to you professionally, but I'm better now.
Simone, you're not better.
Doctor, I don't wish to demean you, but you have no idea who I am, how I am, or what I am.
Why are you angry with me?
You're hurting me.
So, please.
Doctor, are you making a start? I always knew you would eventually, but I thought you'd show a little more finesse.
If you need me, you know where I am.
Goodbye, David. Don't come back. Just don't.
I'm at the house. Simone's here, I've seen her. Now, the hysteria seems to have gone. But there's something else, something more serious. Yeah. I don't know, there's something going on, and I think it's connected with the housekeeper. I don't trust her. Look, I need your help. Will you drive up here with me tomorrow morning? Good, I'll pick you up at your place at night.
He was very beautiful, wasn't he, mademoiselle?
Oui, Mrs. Bell. He was very handsome.
Too bad he had to be so naive.
Oh, yes. Tis rather a pity, isn't it, Simone?
Yes. Do you think the mannequin will be coming home soon?
Oh, yes.
All in your heart.
flickering fire, a quiet evening at home. And another lady awaits another visitor, a suitor, equally eager, equally handsome, enticed by the romance of an equally alluring lady.
Me to the island, see?
No.
What?
No.
What do you mean, no? Heavens, man, why do you think you're here? I mean, why not?
Because it's too late, that's why not. I'm going back for my tea. Ask me first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning? Damn it, man, I've got to be back in France by tomorrow night.
And that be your problem.
I see. Let me make it worth your while. That's right. Here we go. Why does anybody have to live in such an isolated spot?
That Mrs. Santander, they do say she be lovesick.
Lovesick? What's that supposed to mean?
Ask no questions. No further.
Thank you. Thanks very much again.
It's a pleasure to have you here again, sir. It's been a long time.
Like Collins is something that I hardly need to be reminded of.
You look somewhat
wet. It's that damn tide. The boatman, unfortunately, had to put me down on the beach of all places.
Ah, that can be very tricky, sir. Perhaps you will permit me to run you a bath. It would give me some time to attend to your uniform.
Collins, your ability to organize are, without question, brilliant. We could do with more of your type on the front.
I saw service in Africa, sir, but because of my age, I must leave this foray in the capable hands of young gentlemen like yourself. You were indeed lucky to find the boatman at this hour.
What? Oh, yes, he was a very sturdy fellow. Still, wet through or not, I'm here, and that's the main thing. I mean, Mrs. Santander.
I've not seen milady for the last hour. I imagine.
She knows that I'm going, doesn't she? I mean, she got my letter.
Oh, indeed, sir. I remember its arrival most distinctly. Since then, she has talked of very little else. The most special arrangements have been made. Dinner will be served at 8, sir.
Oh, excellent.
To obviate you, sir, may I suggest some brandy?
Thank you. No, I think I'll take a whiskey with a dash of soda, thank you.
Way to go. Get where I will, it's a long way.
engineer. Who are you?
Me? Me? I'm an engineer. Or perhaps electrician is the more modern word. I'm the manager of the company in charge of the electrical installations. I'm sorry to say Mrs. Santander has been experiencing a certain amount of difficulty. Most of my best men have volunteered. That's why I'm here.
Has Mrs. Santander had any trouble with the cable level from the mainland?
Mrs. Santander has a generator at the back of the house.
Oh, yes, of course. I forgot.
Did you, sir? Or did you think perhaps I was some kind of an intruder?
Burglar? Well, I must say that it would go through my mind. Can't be too careful.
No, indeed one can't. I'm sorry if I gave you any inconvenience mending the fuses.
No, not at all. But being as you are an electrician, then maybe you could have a word with Mrs. Santander about the lighting in the conservatory.
The conservatory?
Black as your hat in there. I don't know what your fellows do with the switches, but they're almost impossible to find. Well, why don't we have a word with her when she comes down?
Is she coming down?
Oh, yes, any minute now. I'm expecting her. Why don't you come in?
No. It's getting late and I really must be on my way. Oh, by the way, this company of mine, it's small, but though I say so myself, it's quite one of the best. Do you live in London?
Oh, yes, I do.
Let me give you my card. I do have a London office. One never knows. No. I'm afraid I've mislaid it. I'm sure I left one in there, somewhere this evening. It's somewhere about. Anyway, Mrs. Santander will give you all the details. Good night.
Good night.
Santander is very late, sir.
Yes, indeed she is, isn't she? Not that she's ever been known to be the most punctual lady in the world. Tell me, that man...
Man, sir?
Yes, you must have seen him. He's some tradesman or other. Man who came to deal with the lighting.
I'm sorry. I don't understand.
You don't understand? I mean, all the lights went out.
They remained perfectly normal in the servants' quarters, sir.
Oh, did they? Oh, they didn't hear. No, he was, no, apparently he was checking the fuses.
I know of no such person, sir. And I would have been informed.
Yes, well, informed or not. He was here only a minute ago. I'm surprised you didn't pass him in the hall. Anyway, it's late. I suggest that you call the boatman on the mainland, get him to come over here and fetch him, otherwise he's going to be stuck here for the night.
But it's very late, sir, and quite dark.
Damn it, Collins, I know it's late, but it's his job. Here we are, stuck in the middle of some war, and the wretched boatman can't afford to spend half an hour of his precious time, and really...
As you say, sir.
Thank you, Collins.
Lieutenant Simmons. I've been out, sir, and around the grounds. They're quite deserted, and there's certainly no one on the landing stage. So if you'll pardon me for saying so, sir, it would seem pointless to send for the boatman at such an hour.
Colin. What do you make of this?
May I inquire?
By the set-aside.
I'm afraid I don't understand, sir. It certainly wasn't there earlier this evening.
Sure?
Quite sure. I brought the tray in myself, and I would scarcely have not noticed it.
Guess how do you account for it?
I'm quite at a loss, sir. I mean, apart from yourself and...
Collins?
Sir?
Tell me, is this Mr. Morris Santander? Is he, tall? Well-built, distinguished, grey, fictive?
I understood that you had never met the gentleman, sir, but that indeed is a perfect description. May I... You're not suggesting...
Not suggesting anything, Collins. Merely that you return to your quarters, and I'm going upstairs to back and find Mrs. Santander.
I telephoned you, sir, for the line appeared to go dead. I've come to inform you the dinner is about to be served.
Where is Mrs. Santander?
I'm afraid we've been laboring under a misapprehension, sir. It appears she left for the mainland sometime late this afternoon.
Really?
So it would seem, sir.
So, I am to dine alone?
Mr. Santander conveys his best wishes, sir, and asks you to join him in the dining room.
I see. I see. Well, in that case, Collins, I think then you should lead the way.
Sir.
Collins.
Sir?
Tell me, what manner of mood is this Mr. Santander in?
In truth, sir, I've never been long enough with the master at any time to understand his moods. His, temperament is such that I think it would be prudent for you to remember that he spent much of his time in Latin America.
You wait here while I go to my room.
Santander, Lieutenant George Simmons, sir.
Thank you, Poppins. Some wine? Yeah? Oh, what am I thinking of? You must be hungry.
Collins! Collins! You do appreciate, sir, that at this particular moment I have very little appetite.
We shall be dining in a few minutes.
Very good, sir.
Tell me, sir, why did you elect to pretend to be an electrician earlier this evening?
Oh, that. Yeah. An intriguing charade. I thought I handled it rather well.
That, sir, does not answer my question.
Well, I regret, sir, that it's the only answer you're going to get. I can't only speak for myself, of course, but moments such as these are mercifully few in one's life. I did not exactly relish this confrontation, but merely thought it should take place in more civilized surroundings. A meeting such as ours can hardly be conducted within the confines of a broom cupboard, don't you think? You're not drinking.
Oh, I thank you, sir, but I drink very little.
That surprises me. My wife had a considerable bill with the local merchants.
Had? You make it sound...
It's been paid. Settled. I had one or two things to settle. No, I don't think it'd be necessary. No. That's why I came back. Pay. Settle.
Mr. Santander, there are certain aspects of your behavior that I simply do not understand.
Indeed?
However, I would like you to realize...
As for the wine bill, please don't think for one moment that I attribute all my wife's expenditure to you.
I'm sorry, I simply don't understand.
Do you think that you are the only one of her lovers? She herself mentioned you, once? Just once. You are the least of her lovers.
If you are aware of all this, then... Why?
Because I wanted one of them. Somebody, anybody, Lieutenant George Simmons of the 9th Infantry. See, I've hurt my finger. How do you suppose I did that? How torn the nail is.
Perhaps you did it in your professional capacity as an electrician, dealing with the lights in the conservatory.
Very warm. Very damn warm. Come with me into the conservatory. I want to show you something. Can you see? Do you know now how I hurt my finger? I caught it, my dear Lieutenant, moving the dead body of my wife.
Lieutenant Simmons. Anything the matter, sir? poor creature. Death must have been instantaneous. I will telephone the police, sir.
Inform the police, sir. They'll be over in an hour. We asked if you would be good enough to remain. Yeah, please. Where is Santander? Mr. Santander, sir? Why, he's in South America.